Hey, what's going on? It's Johnny. It's another chance for you to get qualified for the ultimate summer giveaway. And we are featuring our wonderful sponsor for today, and that is Adent's Landscape Supply. Matt, how are you, my friend?
How are you?
Good to see you. You guys are very, very busy. You got all kinds of things going on, of course, because a lot of people are working on all of those spring and summer projects, right?
Yeah, yep. I mean, the mulch season is just about over. Not over, but the busiest part of it is. And so now we're starting to transition into people doing projects around their house, maybe fixing a patio or putting a little sidewalk or a little retaining wall or, a new flower bed, something like that. So that's kind of what we're getting into now.
Yeah, we saw some people when I first got here talking about looking at some natural stone and trying to figure out, what might be the best thing for them. And you guys are like, hey, we got it. Obviously, you see all these different flagstones and all kinds of other different things. So you've got not only natural stone, but also some other things as well.
Yeah, so a few lines of different retaining wall blocks, pavers, patio stones, things like that. Yeah.
Matt, what I want to talk about for a moment is the origin story of Adent's Landscape Supply. So let's go back to when this whole thing started. How many years you guys been in business?
So this is our 30th season. We started in 1994. Before that, we had a lawn maintenance and put in new lawns and things like that. And it was hard to get product, so it's like, where can we get dirt? Where can we get mulch? So we were fortunate. My dad had enough property at his house that we were able to start, kind of looking into where we can get that stuff. And we bought a soil processing machine and started making our own. And then we started doing deliveries out of the house. And next thing you know, people are driving in on a Sunday and we're like, wait a minute, this isn't going to work. So we bought this property here in 93 and built the building. And, we really didn't know what it was going to do, but, we've been blessed. We try to do the right thing and try to, do right by our customers and it's got us this far.
So you were driving around a front end loader and forklift when you were 5 years old? Because you were only 5 years old back in 1994, right?
I wish I was only 5 years old in 94, but yeah, it's, it's just been, meeting all the people that we've met over the years, having these return customers that come back every year. And it just makes it fun to come to work every day, these 30 years have just flown by. So
Matt, let's talk about being a customer and being maybe a new customer here at Adent's. If somebody comes here and says, hey, so I've got this idea, I got this project I'm working on, or maybe I'm working with a contractor on something, you guys can pretty much help them figure out whatever, from whether it's a dream that they have and want to get the stuff and do the stuff themselves, or you got contractors I'm sure you've worked with for many years.
Yeah, so a lot of the contractors will send their customers in to pick out the paver, the color, or whatever. I like to send them home with samples. It's the best way to do it because a color here is going to look different than a color there. So we like to send them home with samples, and I've been in it long enough that I'll give them my thoughts, without. They need to make their own decisions, and when it comes to that, it's like, hey, you're going to live with it for the next 10, 15, 20 years, however long you're going to be there. So you've got to like it. Whether I like it or not doesn't really matter, so, but I'll throw some ideas out there, and sometimes they stick and sometimes they don't. But, so it's been fun doing that too, because you get a lot of different people with a lot of different ideas. And then you start to think, well, wow, that's a pretty good idea. I had never even thought of that before, so then I can pass that along to other customers. And it really is a neat thing to do, to be able to help people get through a project like that.
And it makes a lot of sense to take the product home or sample and try it out and see what it looks like in your home, because you're exactly right. Unless you're going to hang out on the weekend at all your different customers' houses, you really don't. It doesn't matter to you. It should matter to them.
To them, correct? Yeah. And so, a lot of times they'll ask me, well, what color should I use with that? And I'm like, whatever color you like, because I mean, I may have a totally different taste than what somebody else may have, and I just don't feel right, trying to push my thoughts or ideas on somebody else. So I'll try to guide them. I'll say, maybe think of, because a lot of people come in and say, well, my house is this color. And the first thing out of my mouth is, well, what color is your roof?
Good point.
Because a lot of times you're not going to match the color of your house exactly, but if you can draw from other colors, whether it's the roof or whether it's maybe even some edging around the windows, that kind of thing, then it'll still all come together. So
lots of things to think about whenever you're doing a project or if you're working with a contractor, but you should definitely work with the folks at Adent Landscape Supply. If you need to get the process started, what do they need to do?
Just give us a call. I will say this. I know the world has gone to a lot of things as far as just emailings and things like that. It's just, I don't have the people and the time to be sitting on those all the time. And so it's best to just come in or call and talk about it. I don't mind the emails. I don't mind them. I just caution people that you may not get a response as soon as you like. We try to keep up on it, but it gets difficult when I'm that busy. So, give us a call, come on in and see what we have. And we can sit and talk about it. Then I know exactly where you're at and what you're actually trying to do. It's kind of hard to do that in writing.
Just like the samples, things look different on the computer screen than they do in person. So best to just come here and check out all that they have to offer here at Adent. But if we want to check out your website, you got a lot of great examples.
Oh yeah. And so, like, for example, all of our retaining wall block and stuff, I have the links to all of the companies that we sell. So go to their links and then you can check out everything that they have right on their links. And that's a good way to get started. Then at least you're coming in here with maybe some ideas that you already know we have. So.
And what's that website, Matt?
AdentsLandscapeSupplies.com, I believe.
All right. Check it out. He's been so busy, he doesn't have time for doing anything else besides helping out his customers. And speaking of websites, you want to go to our website to get yourself qualified for the ultimate summer giveaway, so you can learn more about all the cool stuff that we are giving away, which includes a hot tub, patio set, outdoor entertainment center. So you do that project with getting the stuff from Adent, and then you end up winning it. You're going to have a pretty awesome backyard that Matt and myself and pretty much everybody else is going to want to hang out in. But Matt, thank you